everybody, welcome back. Today is Tuesday, July 21st, 2009, and our model today is called a checkered pattern. So really it's just a series of similar folds just to create a checkered pattern. It uses a regular piece of origami paper. So get your supplies ready and we'll get started on this one. I don't think this one's going to take much time today either. You're going to start this model off by folding your piece of paper into eighths, both horizontally and vertically. And very simply, the way you'll do that is to fold your piece in half, and then fold that piece in half, and then fold that in half. And at that point you'll have created 8 sections. So flip it around then and do the same thing in the other direction. Fold it in half, fold that in half, and then fold that in half. And when you're done and you open it all back up then, I'll show it to you on this side, it's a little easier for you to see, you will have broken your piece into 8 sections in both directions. Now next you're going to fold each one of these corners, and you'll see in the corner there's 4 little squares. So you're folding the point of the corner down to the point of the very opposite little box. So you're really folding this over in that little 4 square portion. So fold the next one, here's the point, here's the other little square opposite. You're just folding right over and fitting this right within the lines, because you've got lines to go by here in each corner. So here's our point, there's the opposite point, we're just folding right into that space. And the last one. So when you're done, your piece will look like this. And then flip it around to prepare for the next fold. Now very simply what you're going to do is fold along the very first line each one of these sections. So you're folding over just the first line, on the very first line, fold it over, fold it over, and fold it over. You really could do this from the other side as well, just folding it backwards, but I just thought it was easier for you to see. And then return it to its original position where you have the majority of the white side facing up to prepare for your next fold. Now, being very careful not to crease the colored square, you're going to flip, and I'll kind of do it from the side so you can see. You're going to flip the square backwards. See how I'm flipping it? And I'm not bending this part at all. It is going to crease along the back side, but you don't want to be, making a crease along here. You want to be very careful to just flip this back and over. So when you do that, it still looks squared off here, but you'll see the fold of where you flipped it back. So here's my little piece, and I'm flipping the whole thing backwards and folding down. Same thing here, just sort of push on it so that almost like a fulcrum, it goes right over the top of that. Here you go, the last one. Push it backwards and over. There you go. Like so. Now, in one of the corners, go ahead and make a fold toward you in the second row of squares. So this is our first, there's just one square here, and then there's 2 squares there. So make a fold toward you in the second row of squares. And then fold it backwards in the other direction in the middle of the next row of squares. So here's our second row, right? And here is our third row, and there's 3 across in the third row. There's 2 in the second row. So you're folding toward you in that second row and away from you in the third row. When you do that, your little piece is going to be peeking over. And what you want to do is that same technique. You're just going to fold it over, not making any crease on it, making sure you don't fold it. You're going to flip that back around and over like this. Now, to finish the checkerboard effect, what you're going to do is to sort of collapse this whole thing down on itself. And the best way I can think of to show you how to do that is to hold it now with the little colored square to the bottom, and then fold each of the opposite corners up above, fold those so that they are going to line up with this center one. And when you do that, now I've already collapsed this piece down. When you do that, then sort of pinch up and push down on this top part, and this bit in here is going to go in there, and you're going to be creating a fold in on this piece here so that you can collapse this whole bit down, almost like a little, looks like a little hood there, right? You're collapsing that down into the checkerboard effect. But the easiest way to see where you're going to make that collapse is to first bring these 2 sides down. So the white one is on either side of this, and then you've got your 3 colored squares all lined up along the bottom. And then at that point, you know that you need to fold this part down. And you're creating a crease here, and you're creating a crease here in order to make that happen. But when you're done, you'll have your completed checkerboard effect, which is pretty cool. So that's the end of our model for today. It's a really neat effect, but it really isn't too difficult to accomplish. So that I liked that one. Tomorrow we're going to be doing, it's called a Durham turtle. I don't know what makes it a Durham turtle, but and I would consider it to be a somewhat stylized turtle. Now maybe Durham is an actual kind of turtle. I'm not really that well versed on the different species of turtles, but in any effect, we'll be doing one tomorrow. So meet me back here. It'll be Wednesday, already going to be halfway through the week by then. So take it easy, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you back here again soon. Bye.